You know what separates people who win and people who stay stuck? I'm gonna be real with you, man. It's not talent, it's not money. Real talk, it's not even discipline, bro. It's momentum. It's momentum, man. Momentum is everything once you get it. It feels like the universe is on your side when you have momentum. Opportunities fall in your lap. You gain more confidence. Everything goes your way. But once you lose it, man, it's almost like you pushing a car uphill that won't start, you know? And I've experienced both. I've experienced seasons where I felt unstoppable, unbeatable even, untouchable even. But I've also went through seasons where I couldn't even get started or felt like I wasn't good enough to do it, built enough to do it. Um, Went through seasons where I felt like I was losing a lot. And I want to talk about momentum today and how I built my momentum, how I protect it, and how you can use it to completely change your life. So let's talk about it. Momentum is that thing that starts to click. It's where everything starts to click. Everything starts to make sense when you have momentum. Like, for example, you go to the gym one day, right? Then the next, then the next. Over time, you'll start to sharpen your skills. You'll start to get stronger. You'll build techniques versus how it was on day one versus 3 weeks later when you do it every day. You know, you're more confident when you walk in there. Even when you post that first video, I don't know, then another one, then another one. Your first video is not going to be it. It's not going to be it. But repetition, you keep going, you'll get better. That's momentum. Momentum is addictive. I was really beating myself up the other day because I made a vow to myself that I was going to post every day. I made a vow to myself, not because I have to, but because I wanted to. I wanted to be disciplined and be on a routine for myself with my scheduling. And also doing that for other platforms as well. Momentum is addictive. It kind of reminds you of who you can be when you're consistent, because I know who I can be when I'm consistent. I know what happens when I'm consistent. I get in that bag and it's that hunger. That's just the hunger in me. Here's the thing though. I've learned that momentum doesn't come from a big jump, big moves. It comes from the small steps that you take. Okay, cool. You don't have to do what I'm doing as far as posting every day or doing something every day. As long as you're in a routine, that's all that matters. You know, it could be 3 days out the week, 4 days out the week. For myself, I just want to do every day for the reps, for the repetition, for the discipline, because I know that's what creates momentum, the repetition. On the flip side, I got to talk about the bad side of things too. When momentum slows down, when you skip a workout or, you know, it's no big deal. That's what you say. Then you skip another one, and then it spirals into this thing where you don't get back to it. That's where the problem lies with momentum. And for even my content creators, you stop posting. You tell yourself you'll start again, and then you never do it. Then a month goes by and nothing's going. The worst part about losing momentum isn't about the missed days, because that's what I was beating myself up about, missing days. It's not that. It's the guilt that you have in your mind to start telling you maybe you shouldn't keep going, or you shouldn't start, or even build, like maybe you're not built for this. It's not none of that, man. It's because you don't have a routine. When you have a routine, things start to change. You won't have that guilt. You won't have that guilt. So the question is, how do you build momentum? For me, I always start small. Like start with little goals. Mine's at first was, if I could post maybe 3 times a week to start, that's cool. Now for myself, once I built up, okay, I know what I want to do, I know what I want to focus on, then you can kind of up the ranks for yourself. When I was starting my fitness journey, for example, I wasn't doing it all about getting a perfect workout. That's not what it was. It was just about showing up in the gym every day. For me, that's what it started with. It was showing up. The days I don't feel like it, showing up. Showing up. Some days I crushed it, some days I barely did anything, but I was in that gym. Got up, showed up. That's what mattered to me. Okay? And it's the same with content. I try not to beat myself up like about, most people go wrong because they just want to go viral. No, bro. That should never be the goal, to go viral. That was never my goal in the first place. And that's why most people don't have a purpose when it comes to doing content, because you focused on the wrong thing. Momentum isn't built off perfection. That was another thing I was hard on myself about. It's built on consistency. Consistency, showing up, and just doing it. Doesn't have to be perfect. This video isn't going to be perfect. And that's okay. I showed up. I showed up. And that's another key to creating a trigger for yourself. Like, if I wake up and I put my gym clothes on, I know I'm going to the gym. Simple as that. If I come out here or find a place to go record at, set the camera up, I know I'm going to go record. I'm not just going to sit here, you know? It's those little triggers. If I pull my laptop out, I know I'm about to go edit, you know? I'm not putting clips on my laptop for no reason. All of it. You got to protect your momentum. Once you have momentum, the game changes. The game completely changes. Because the only thing that's harder than starting is protecting the momentum. Protecting what you're doing. And here's how I protect mine. Non-negotiable. There are certain things I just don't skip, no matter what. Working out is one of those things. I have to work out at least 4 times a week. I have to. It's non-negotiable. Even with content, I have to post something. Even if I'm not posting on YouTube, you can catch me on other platforms. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. If I'm not here, I'm posting somewhere. On my gaming channel, posting on other channels. I have a no face channel that I'm running. Like, I'm posting somewhere. I'm doing something. All right? Those are non-negotiable. And that's just for me to stay disciplined at what I'm doing. I avoid overcommitting. And what that means is I try not to make too big of promises to myself because I know life gets in the way. Like, very recently, I been posting every day. And it's because of how I work. I batch my work. So I make about 3 to 5 vids a day. So I have videos lined up. But recently, life just got in the way where I had to focus on some other things, real life. And I couldn't really record. But now that everything's cool, situated, I'm back to it. But I overcommitted with telling myself I'm posting every day. You know, things just happen. So try to, when you're in momentum, opportunities will come flying at you. But if you say yes to everything, you'll burn out. Is my point. Don't burn out. All right? Because I was looking at my situation of me posting every day and then I missed a couple days. I was looking at it like, dang, I kind of I kind of messed up my routine of what I had going on. Nah, bro. It's probably a good thing, so that way I don't burn out. Because now they coming, you know? They coming. And remembering the cost of losing is something that protects my momentum. I think about how I felt when I didn't have momentum. I don't want to go back to that. I think about me not being disciplined. I don't want to go back to that. I can't slip again. I can't slip again. Momentum is fragile. One or two bad slips, it's a wrap. And I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Yeah.